As the day gives in to the approaching night, there's a certain quiet that wraps itself around everything. I find myself sitting in that silence, breathing in the stillness, letting thoughts unwind from the corners of my mind. The day's moments, both the small victories and those stubborn challenges, linger like whispers in the dark. In this pause, before the world drifts to sleep, there's a pull inside me, an urge to find comfort in a presence that goes beyond what eyes can see. Something steady, something that promises safety when everything else feels uncertain. Tonight, as the weight of weariness sits on my shoulders, I sense a quiet relief in the thought of protection that stretches beyond the walls around me. It's more than just a hope. It feels like an unspoken promise etched deep within. I think of those words that have held their place through time, words that breathe strength. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Those words aren't just verses. They're a reminder that no matter how unpredictable life becomes, there's a place of safety. It's a promise that speaks of shields unseen, guarding not just the body, but the mind, the heart. In these moments, I speak them out loud, letting them settle in the quiet, like a reassuring hand on a restless heart. There are days that come with their share of battles, unseen fears, nagging worries, the kind that visit when the world goes quiet. But then, there's also the knowledge that I am not facing them alone. Isaiah's words echo softly. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. These words carry weight, not as mere sayings, but as a reassurance that holds when everything else wavers. Tonight, as I look out at the deepening night, I let go of the day's worries. I speak a simple prayer, not rehearsed, not read, just spoken from somewhere deep, where hope and doubt often meet. Father, tonight, I come to you with a heart full of gratitude for the ways you have watched over me, for every unseen moment of protection, for every challenge met with a strength that wasn't my own. I thank you. I pause, feeling the calm spread, the kind that reaches even the most anxious corners. As I prepare to rest, I ask for your care, not just over me, but over those I hold close. Keep us safe through this night. Let your presence be the guard over our homes, our hearts. Your word says he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Let those words breathe life over this place tonight. There's something powerful in saying these things out loud. It's as if the room itself holds on to each word, settling into the silence with a sense of peace. I trust in you, knowing that in the unseen spaces, you stand guard. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know that tonight I can lay my head down without fear. You are here, watching, holding back what I can't see, being a shield when my own strength falls short. With each word, the weight on my chest lifts, making way for a calm I hadn't noticed I needed. I lift up those I love, family, friends, those who walk their own paths tonight. Be near them, protect them from harm seen and unseen. Let them rest, knowing they are not alone, that your care reaches far, stretching beyond what we can imagine. Your love is greater than distance, deeper than any fear. In this moment, I take time to name them in my heart, to place them in this circle of prayer, trusting that the reach of divine care holds them too. I breathe out the day's last sigh, feeling the gentle assurance settle over everything. It's not just the room that feels guarded. It's a knowing that goes beyond what's visible, a trust that wraps around each heartbeat. As the quiet deepens, I feel an urge to speak once more, not just for myself, but for those who may feel lost in their own night. Father, I ask you to reach those who sit in silence, where worries weigh heavy, where the mind races and sleep feels distant. Let your calm find them, hold them. Let them know they are not left to face the dark on their own. I sit back, letting the quietness of that thought resonate. There's a comfort in acknowledging that care is not limited by distance or walls. Tonight, as shadows grow and the world takes on its nightly rhythm, there are those who struggle with fear that grips the heart, fear that steals peace. I ask that you be present there, where they are. Let them feel the warmth of your protection, like a shelter against the unknown. These words are not just for now. They reach into the hours ahead, the moments when thoughts stir in the middle of the night. Guard the hearts and minds that need your touch the most, those who face battles within, unseen to others but real and relentless. Help them find rest that doesn't break with worry. Let them find solace in knowing there is a shield that does not waver. I pause again, letting that sense of stillness settle before speaking further. The act of saying these words feels as important as the words themselves. They are spoken with purpose, each one seeking a place to settle, to bring the calm that seems so distant at times. Tonight I ask not just for safety from what we see, but from what we don't. Protect us from those unseen forces that seek to disrupt, to create chaos. Let your presence be the guard that stands at the door, keeping the quiet safe, keeping the mind at peace. There is strength in knowing that even in silence, there is a watchful care that never falters. The room feels wrapped in that thought, like it breathes a sigh of relief. I continue, shifting focus to the vulnerabilities we often carry without realizing. There are days when the world seems louder, when the weight of it presses harder. On those days, even the night can feel like a battleground. So, tonight, I ask for a deeper peace. One that reaches where words don't, that calms the rush of thoughts. Cover us with that quiet assurance, a reminder that we are guarded, not just watched over, but truly held safe. My thoughts turn to those moments of uncertainty that creep in during the late hours, when doubts whisper and fears try to find a foothold. In those moments, when strength feels thin and patience wears down, let there be a reminder, a soft voice inside that says, "You are not alone, not now, not ever." Let that thought take root, strong and steady. The words spoken, even in their simplicity, feel like they carry weight. It's not about grand gestures or complex phrases. It's the honesty in them that matters. Tonight, I don't just speak for myself. I lift up the homes that hold worry, the people who carry burdens too heavy to name. Let them know there is a care that sees beyond what eyes can, that holds even when things feel uncertain. Let them feel the safety of that promise. A sense of connection comes with saying these things out loud, as if the room isn't empty but filled with understanding. I speak, letting my voice hold that belief. Let this night be marked by rest that heals, not just the body, but the restless mind, the anxious heart. Let it be known that there is a place of peace that reaches beyond what can be seen, that holds strong when everything else feels fragile. The night has its own kind of quiet, one that can be unsettling when worries are loud. Father, guard our thoughts from the fears that creep in, from the doubts that try to take root when the world is still. Be the shield that turns away those restless whispers. Let sleep come gently, without the weight of worry, without the grip of fear. There's a pause as the silence wraps itself around the words, giving them space. For those who face battles unseen, who wrestle with the kind of struggles that can't be put into words, I ask for your strength. Let them find the courage to face another day, to take another step, knowing that they are not forgotten, that they are held, protected. I close my eyes, letting the stillness deepen, feeling the way the room holds onto this spoken promise. It isn't just a hope, it's something more tangible, like an anchor that keeps the night steady. Tonight, let us all rest under the watch of a care that doesn't sleep, a protection that holds even in the dark. Let that be enough to bring peace, to remind us that safety isn't just a word, it's a promise.